Okay, so today we're going to be talking about tiling a plane. We're going to be looking at area, and we're also going to be looking at region. Okay, so our goal today is going to be I can explain the meaning of area. So we're going to talk about what area means. Okay, so make sure that you've got your I can statement, you've got today's date, and let's proceed on to our lesson for today and figure this all out. So when you take a look at these four patterns, which one of these does not belong? Take a moment, figure out which one you think doesn't belong, and put it in the answer. Yeah, a lot of ways you could look at this for different ones as far as which one you think does not belong, right? You could really say how this doesn't belong because it doesn't have blue, whereas all the other ones do have blue. Sorry about that. You could say this doesn't belong because it doesn't have yellow. You could talk about the shapes, how A, B, and D have multi-sided shapes that are one particular design, and C does not. You could say that C doesn't belong because it has octagons, whereas none of the other ones do. You could talk about how D doesn't belong because of the white spaces. Lots of different ways you could say on each of these, and really just kind of depends on, what things that you're looking at. So really about any sort of answer would work there. What about on this page? Which of these doesn't belong? Actually, not what belong, but what about the areas? When you look at both of these, can you tell which one has covers more areas and such? Kind of hard to say on this one, isn't it? Because if I fade this framing out, it really looks very difficult as far as which one has more green triangles than the other one, or more even trapezoids than the other one. But if I put in the frames a little bit and fade back here, if you look at the main pattern, you can really see that it makes the same kind of overall six-sided hexagon shape. And then if you count on the parts, do these have the same pieces? Yeah, they actually do have the same pieces, just arranged in a different way. And then when you put them together, you can see that we have that repeating pattern that goes through, and that those areas are filled with the same things, but in a different way. Okay, so when you're talking about the area, we're talking about how much fits in that particular space. What about these green triangles and this red trapezoid? What would you say about those? Yeah, if you said that those were equal, I'd say that they are probably equal as well, just given how that space looks. Because, you can see that space here, and this is making the same shape. And by looking at how those lines look, you can see that it looks like it's covering the same area. So you could almost say that one of these trapezoids is three of those triangles, or vice versa. I'd like for you guys to come up with some different things. You don't really have graph paper at home, but this awesome website gives you the opportunity to do the same sort of thing. And you can actually, on here, you can actually see that when you drag your pieces in, you can actually find out if they're the same space, cover the same space or not, right? And you can play through with them. What I'd like for you to do here, if you can figure it out, is to create some sort of design, try to use at least two different of the pattern blocks and make it a repeating pattern. So if I was going to do this, then I would have to spin around and put another of the same. And then what I'd like for you to do is to take a screenshot of this if you can. That would be awesome. And you can also sketch down in your notebook underneath what you've done as far as something similar. Okay. And the link for this is going to be in the video for you guys to use as well. So by turning or rotating, doing flips and such with these triangles, you should be able to match up the space shape-wise. And you'll probably have better luck with this as you go through further. Okay, so that's what we're looking at today. Thanks for watching.